So, this way? Who are you? Until the circumstances surrounding the agent's death. Oh. What agent's death?
Moving.
Oh, and then anything in here? No. And then there's this? Anybody in here? I know where. Oh. My friends! They're right there. Okay, they're there. But what else is here? Before we go see friends. Oh. Inside the compact metal tube sealed with several locks, pages of an ancient manuscript. Rustle. The lid bears the title in elegant high Gothic handwriting. I wish I could read that book. I want to know more about them Death World.
At once, the Holy Ordos teach me.
Oh. Thus I'm forced to conclude that Centilia is thoroughly and dishearteningly unprepared for the pandemics of any kind. Standing out in the most lamentable manner, even against this backdrop of monstrous negligence, the lower sectors of Hive Sibelius are potentially even more vulnerable. Oh, this is, we know what that is in part. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's a triumphant. It's triumphant. Which means without a shadow of a doubt, it's gonna do more damage because it's triumphant. Obviously.
Adequate.
Sensation of inner burning accompanied by delirium about melting bones and organs. The cyanotic complexion and unquenchable thirst. These are symptoms of smolder fever, a disease of the lower levels of Hive Sibelius. With the proper treatment usually subsides within a few days. Let me see. Inform all Medicaid on the shift in the next, and this is important. Important! To keep the acolyte conscious until the upcoming interrogation. Fatality is unacceptable. This is an order from Interrogator C. Best not to argue with her. Okay. Like, I don't think we should be the one, like, if he gonna survive, right?
Reconnoitering.
Right? Yeah, he gonna survive. Ish.
Success.
Acolyte's pale breath okay. So he is alive. Barely, but is. Hi, I'm here, friends! Our colleague is here, pausing her examination of the soldier's prosthetic. The white-clad Medicaid looks you over with piercing gaze. I understand that, in the light of the events in the Grand Hall, our unspoken compact to fellowship demands that I offer some words of support. The Churchan's eyes scan your face. The scalpel claw affixed to her hand tenses with a screech before she looks away, and then she speaks again, her tone notably colder. However, all of the accusations leveled at our warband were justified. We lost an inquisitor and demonstrated a lamentable lack of competence. Don't start. Did we or did we not retrieve that thing from Schultes' valor? The mission was accomplished, the Cabal agrees. Dayteral knew the risks when he decided to lead the warband personally, and he paid the price for his lack of focus. Hamar's keen eyes settle on you. You didn't come here just to talk, did you, Clara? Epione's gaze settles on Sorrow. Her razor-sharp scalpel claws screech gratingly, but contrary to expectation, she says nothing. Hamar and Epione turn their eyes to the aide beside you, and the young man instinctively steps back. My name's Blind. I am an aide stationed under Quartermaster Numis at your service. I suppose we'll all be working together, or maybe not. In any case, pay me no mind. Yeah, what's everyone's status? Unsatisfactory. I prefer to decline further explanation. Hamar rubs the muscle just under his augmented leg. Few scratches. Nothing Epi can't fix. Lord Inquisitor Anton Zerbay granted me his patronage and tasked me with assembling a warband to carry out a mission. Hamar lets out a whistle. Not bad. You want us to work for you now? Could be worse. You strike me as someone who knows how to prioritize. Epione's hand freezes above the prosthetic. You notice a barely perceptible tremor in her plasteel claw. I must request a deferral in the execution of this assignment at present. I have more urgent tasks to attend to. We cannot succeed without you. Yes! That is the most sensible observation. Without medical support, any endeavor of yours is doomed to failure. Epione's voice is calm. Is as calm as always, but you notice the faintest lift in the corners of her lips. Acolyte Clara, I am Epione Seps. or Spes. Medicae Acolyte reporting to you. I understand. I stand ready to execute any reasonable order provided it does not endanger humanity or the Imperium. Hamar nods at you. Hamar, Davos, at your service. Anything you need before we set off? The Catacan slaps the scabbard strapped to his intact leg. All set, Commander. When do we move out? I would recommend visiting the quartermaster before departure to replenish our supply of Medicae kits. We have 2 assignments, one in the lower hive in Marisportum Sector's Hab Zone and the other in the spires of Sibyllus. Any thoughts on which we should handle first? Hamar's eyebrows rise slightly. We're heading to the spires without an Inquisitor? Can't wait to see the looks on those polished faces when they see us. A coincidence of remarkable timeliness, ignoring Hamar's surprised look. Epiones continues. The fact is, I was just preparing to file a request to visit that particular lower Hab Zone as part of a research team. I'll elaborate further once we have concluded discussing the assignment. Hamar cracks his neck. Time to stretch our legs. Yes. Oh, I'll leave you to it, Mistress Acolyte. I hope my escort made your return to the bastion a little brighter, and that I wasn't too intrusive. Oh my god, I love you. Since I was assigned to Quartermaster Numis, he's now assigned to your warband. We'll see each other often. I'm at your service at any time. No, he's like my favorite person, and I don't know why. It's completely unnecessary. Why am I like... I think he's on our ship, though.
Never still for long.
Which I think is hilarious. I don't know if that was actually him, but I thought I saw him on stream, so... I kind of, like, bull rushed. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely positively rushed at the speed of light to Marisportum. Why, you might ask yourself? Because Larthier is there. It's really that freaking simple. There. You have an assignment to complete. What are you doing? I wanted to see where you were going.
No sense in delay.
So, I've only done Marisportum. You might have only done Marisportum with me. So, in the event of seeing new things today, maybe we go to, who's he watching at the spires first? I don't know. What do you all think? I'm gonna be by the time you see this, I'll have already picked, and I hate that because I can't make a decision on my own. We should dump some of our stuff, though. Remember, this is not Rogue Trader. You will have to inventory manage, I think. At least, we're gonna find out. Sleight of hand. Okay. Now, I need to talk to you. The quartermaster is cross-referencing something on a long scroll with the contents of a hefty, hardbound book. Noting your approach, he rolls up the parchment. Quartermaster Numis, warranted by the Inquisition, has arrived at the Acolyte's base of operations, and now the formalities are out of the way. You are just in time, Acolyte. I didn't even have to send a Vox message. There's a certain issue regarding our potential allies on Scintilla that require attending. By order of the Lord Inquisitor, it falls to you to deal with it. That is, unless you have more urgent concerns. Numis's tone leaves no room for doubt. For someone of your standing, there can be no matter more pressing than Anton Zerbai's assignment. What's the issue? Glad to see you're taking an interest. Now, the Inquisition has in its possession a fully functioning, yet unneeded lemon rust battle tank. I'll take it. I'll take the battle tank. I would look fantastic in a battle tank. To which multiple factions across the Calixtic sector have now laid claim. Some of these factions could greatly benefit the future endeavors of the Tyrantine Cabal, provided we show a small measure of forbearance and understanding by handing over the relic. What factions are you referring to? The Scintillian Mission is the official representative of the Adeptus Ministorum in the Calixtic sector. You might consider them the living embodiment of the ecclesiarchy in this particular part of the galaxy. The Scintillian Fusiliers are regiments of the Astra Militarum. Lathworld's fleets arrived in the system long ago, actively protect interests of the Adeptus Mechanicus. And, of course, there are the Lucidians. They make up the nobility. Okay. Naturally, there are others, but these four are primary interest. They possess resources and power. With the proper stimulus, could be directed towards goals favorable to the Inquisition. Why am I being asked to decide this? Because after the death of the Inquisitor, Anton Zerbai made you his personal acolyte as an astounding honor for someone like you. He wants to see how you make judgments on political matters and what kind of decision you tend to favor. A sensible precaution, albeit a somewhat belated one. What benefit? I assume you mean for you personally, resources. The Centillion mission can provide us with chain weapons, bolters, flamers, supply heavy weapons, snipers. World fleets offer plasma, melta, and not to mention fearsome omnissiah access to dueling weapons, psyker armaments, and certain specimens of Xenos gear. Numis winks at you. Why are we winking? Wait. Is it a flirty wink or is it like a different kind? What kind of wink is this? I need details. I hope the potential benefits of diplomatic efforts are a bit clearer to you now. But where did that spare tank... Yeah, this may be the least important question of all, but where did the spare tank come from? Reclamation from a distant part of Centillia. I assume it comes from one of the ancient sites of skirmishes between the defenders of the Imperium and the enemies of humanity. Although the passage of time and harsh conditions have done little to harm the tank's internal workings, all identifying marks of its exterior have been erased, leaving its original ownership unclear. Currently, the Tyrantine Cabal has determined that the Lemon Rust holds greater value as a reputational asset rather than it for its material worth. Why should the Inquisition show 4 barons under... No, okay. Let's see. Anything I can be aware of? Numis runs a finger along the parchment with nothing of interest at the moment. Need to restock. Who's where's... Oh, so we still have this. Okay. Let's look these, right? Because they got the... No, the other guys got... Other bros got the You have a sniper. How much coin do I have? Oh, here. So, I'm taking this. For sure. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. And that. Because, right, what am I wearing? Yeah, that can go. I'm gonna give you the autogun. And I'm gonna give you a claymore. And I'm gonna give you a sword. And I'm gonna give you... Not the spotter bolt pistol. Sell all junk. Excellent. I love that. Is there gonna be a storage department, I wonder? Okay. I gotta know, what is... I love that you can just do that. Staff of Flames. I think I try... The spontaneous combustion was very fun in Alpha. Dangerous, but very fun. Last gun. Shotgun. Oh, I already have a sniper. That's 12 to 15. That's 16 to 19. I didn't realize I got one. That's gonna be better, though. Okay. Good. Also, do you have, also repair kits? Let's do 2. Do you have any med kits? Hide unavailable goods. No. Okay. Good. You know what? What is that? Oh. No. Okay. Deal. Reputation! Okay. Now we got that too. So it is in part. But I want these guys. Okay. I want your Medicaid kits. I want all 3 of them. What is my... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Do I take like 2 multi-keys with me? Just to be safe? Didn't we need melta charges? Wasn't that a thing that I needed before? Like, do you remember how I like ran around like an idiot during Alpha if you watched it looking for freaking melta charges? I think I did. I honest to God think I did. So I'm just taking it with us. Like, I don't feel like there's a reason why I shouldn't just pre-buy 2 melta charges just in case. Like, it just seems like a good idea. It's Argenta's weapon. Not literally, but that's how it feels, okay? This, and then I'm just buying all the kits. Repair kits. Okay, that's it. Oh, that's cool. Metal threaded. Oh no. Oh, that's a nice one. Okay, that's good for now. Come here, Clara. Come here, daughter. Yeah, girl. Yeah, I love that you can see both. Okay. Good. Done. Now, if I hit X, will that? No. Okay. Then, you. Take that too. Good. And then do you need, what do you have? You have both. Can you do that with that? Yeah. I don't know if he needs it. Wait. Yeah, this is, okay, I gave you, that's a 4-4. Here, take that instead. Okay. Good. Good, good. Done. All right, Rambo. Okay. Now this is where we kind of need to go. I was very confused when I read it the first time.
Be on your guard.
The good news, though, is I know where we're going now. What is that? No, okay. It's locked. Now this way.
Always on the move.
I know where we're going now. I'm just walking around like an idiot. Inspect. Reads the God Emperor sends. Okay, so you can pray here too. Okay, I kind of love that they have more of that here. And then what is this? Machine spirit of the cogitator meticulously gathers data. So do we... And then you. Okay. Good. Excellent. Time to go. The verdict. That's our ship. I like the name of it. I like that I don't have to pick the name of it this time. True story. Tessa's ship is also from the, what is it? Like random names generator kind of thing, like the dice. Master Pilot is waiting for you on the bridge. Follow me. Who are you? But who is you? Okay, engine oil dust. This is our bridge. Look at space. It looks so cool. Commander, my regards. A tall, painfully thin man in uniform bows to you with such zeal that it seems he might snap in half. A sly smile plays on his sharp-nosed face. You're Miss Haas, pilot of the gun cutter Verdict, ready to serve in the name of the God Emperor. And it's fortunate that you have been appointed as the new commander of the gun cutter. After Master de Terral's death, the Verdict and I could have ended up with anyone. It's a relief to see a familiar face. As he mentions your fallen mentor, the pilot grows somewhat somber. So then, shall we begin your assuming of command? How are you faring? Pilot's animated face turns to stone. I try not to remember, Commander. I've become rather good at it. I thank the God Emperor for every dreamless night. Why are you calling me Commander? Pay it no mind. He waves his augmented hand as if shooing away insects. Naval habit. Calling you Captain feels off. The ship's too small for that. But Commander sounds dignified and fitting. I like it. We are Commander now. How do I take command? The Verdict is a ship with history and character, Commander. There are certain traditions to follow. To begin with, you must make your first Vox transmission from the communication sanctum. I'll contact you via combead when you've finished. We'll also test the internal Vox communication while we're at it. No, why would you do that? What's the ship's condition? We've been roughed up badly, to be sure, but the tech priests of the bastion did solid work. I personally kept an eye on them. Pick any bolt I saw it being screwed in. Even gave a few instructions myself. A smug smile never leaves his thin face as he blatantly exaggerates his role in repairing the ship. Okay, good. Now, I have been through this ship a bit.
Moving.
This is the coolest, like, I feel like, oddly enough, I'm seeing more of the ship than I saw in Rogue Trader. And Rogue Trader's ship, I feel like I saw, like, a fair amount of. But I think empty board intended for visual placement. Oh, my God. Wait, we actually get that? Oh, no. Like, I feel like one of the earlier criticisms of Rogue Trader was that you had this gigantic vessel and you could do absolutely positively nothing with it, kind of thing, like, by comparison to what we can do now. So I feel like that was taken into account for the Verdict. And the Verdict feels like, while it's smaller, much, much, much smaller, obviously. I do feel like I have, like, I'm seeing more of it than I have for Tessa's ship, if that makes sense. Also,
Reconnoitering.
if you've ever watched Firefly, for some reason I'm getting, like, slight Serenity vibes, which, when I tell you I'm here for it. Turn on. comm bead in your ear activates. Yermis's voice cuts through the static. God Emperor, it protects. How do you read me, Commander? I hear you. Not very clearly, but loud enough. Yeah. That's good enough. There was this one time when I contacted a comrade over the internal Vox. He started responding, and then it turned out he'd been dead for 3 cycles. Well, the rest of the story drowns out in static. What's next? I feel like they pushed this over. Anybody else? Like, I feel like during Alpha, this was more to the right. That's all. That's just my observation. I'm making it mainly because I have to make thumbnails. It was already difficult enough. Oh, no. Everything's been set up. Exceptional comfort, you know. Okay. Yes. So I think thumbnails, I'm gonna have to start rethinking how some of them work. That's the YouTuber in me, though. Now Did I go back here?
No sense in delay.
Yeah, we've got Tech Priest downstairs. There's like another part of it. There's this door, which I think one of these is like Hamar has a room. I think that this is the Medicae. Yep. So she's here, so it's just really cool, I think, the way that they've done this. I'm imagining we'll have another companion in here, because I do know there's quite a few, and I'm guessing we're going to have another one in here. So it's just kind of cool to see it all filling out as we go. And I think
Always on the move.
I think that this is our room. Like, I would imagine, this kind of reminds me of your room in Wrath in a good way. Okay. God Emperor guides us, Commander. I have no clue what happened to the last book, but aboard the Verdict, we have a custom. The new captain places a tome of Litania Voidus in the ship's chapel and offers a praise to the God Emperor. You'll need to go to the chapel, too. What is that? Collection of litanies devoted to travel through the void, protection from the horrors, and the warp, maintenance of the ship's machines. Essential stuff, you know? Okay. And then these. Which, look who's here! And then is that, like, they don't have a name, but I'm wondering if that's our friend or not. Done. The heavy book lands on the pedestal with a soft thud. The pages fall open to the words, "May the darkness of the void fear the reach of his faithful." Look through the book. You flip through the tome, your eyes catch glimpses of contents. Words, void, death, horror dominate the pages. Offer a prayer. The words of the litany fill your soul with confidence and calm. Amid the resonant silence of the ship, a barely audible groan of vibration spreads through the air. The very bulkheads echo your devotion. You begin to discern the melody the ship is singing. Commander, shipboard Koch data reports the chapel has resumed operation. Pilot's voice in your comm bead shatters the illusion. I'll be waiting for you on the bridge. There's just one last formality left. This. Dozens of candles. Yes. What is this? Is this just another way in, right? Okay. Oh. Did I see this last time? Yeah. So there's this room. I assume we're gonna have a companion, like somebody in here too.
At one.
And then obviously there's this. Somebody else must be hanging out in here. I just love these rooms. I love these rooms so much. Luxurious regicide board. Yeah, this reminds me of the one that we had in our Rogue Trader room. Look at the view! Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool, Owlcat. I'm here. Commander, I, by the will of the God Emperor, ordained pilot and keeper of the Imperial vessel Verdict, place my life and loyalty in your hands. The pilot bows to you, making the sign of the Aquila. Congratulations, you're now, by all proper rights, the captain of the ship. Can you hear her bulkheads groan? The gun cutter likes you. The Verdict is beautiful. He swells with pride as if he had built the Verdict himself. And she'll get even better, I promise. Is that all? Yes, we can take off right now if such is your wish. Give me a couple of minutes to warm up the engines and recite the litany of ignition. After that, we can be off, be it onto the world's surface or into the depths of the void. And then that's how you... So this is how you move around. So that's Mare Sportum, and I assume this is the Spire. So now we have another level up. What do I want? Anti-armor specialist. I mean, demoralization. Enemies must pass a... oh. I mean, still though. Precise attacks gain 25% hit chance. I kind of like anti-armor for now. Characteristics. Do I want to upgrade this? Yeah, probably for right now. Okay.
Never still for long.
No, girl, you could never be. I still think that, like, we were talking on stream, it kind of sounds like Cabela's VA. The voice that I picked. Oh, and then this. I assume we're gonna eventually get somebody in here. Possibly in here, but definitely in here. Oh, Vox station. Can I just... Oh, you can listen to the Vox message. Am I gonna get Vox messages? Oh, I wonder if somebody gonna leave me a voicemail. Like, Clara, I miss you, girl. Come say hi later. Kind of thing. Drop by the armory when you have a spare minute. I'm no cog priest, but I know a thing or two about weapon maintenance. Okay. So we can't talk to them yet, but I do...
Always on the move.
I'm gonna imagine this is where we're gonna have some, like, time to talk. Okay. So this, to navigation. We should save. Absolutely should save. Dear God, Emperor. We're gonna do the spire first. Okay. Yeah, boys. So I wonder who we pick up here.